Hey there, welcome to the end of the year where there is no shortage of conversations around resolutions, new goals, or a lot of people saying new year, new me. And I totally understand and get the excitement and passion that comes with anything new. There's a lot of hope there. It's really great to have a fresh start. But I wanted to make this video in response to the thinking of new year, new me, to offer a different perspective and ask, what if we didn't have to totally reinvent ourselves every year or every time we wanted to start something new? What if instead we embrace the growth and transformation that comes with the process to our next level in order to have change that actually lasts? In this video, I'm going to share 3 reasons why we should rethink the new year, new me mindset and how we can instead honor our journey as we grow towards what we hope to achieve. First, let's talk about how transformation really works. It's not a linear process. Growth doesn't happen in a straight line. It happens actually in seasons and in cycles and in phases. And we see that in nature when we look at the seasons, when we look at the moon, when we look at anything that we value. It takes time and it goes through phases of growth. And if we are to look at the good book, we look in the chapter of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, where it talks about a time to let go, a time to rest, a time to sow, a time to reap. There's a time for everything. When we pressure ourselves to fix something in one day or to immediately transform into something new on January 1st, we ignore the natural rhythm of life. Real growth happens when we listen to the timing of our own lives and not the calendar. Like I just mentioned, the moon goes through phases. Sometimes it's big and bright, sometimes you can't see it at all. Just like the sun, the moon is exactly where it needs to be all the time. So with that, we can trust that our growth will happen in the season that it's supposed to happen as well. Maybe we can consider as we go into the new year, what season of growth are we in? And with that, that leads to my next point, that transformation is not the end result, it's in the process to the end result. The growth happens on the journey and not when you hit the actual goal. During my 12 days of affirmations, I talked about this, but we tend to rush because we live in a society where we just always think we should be busy doing something. We wanted to glow up yesterday. We wanted to make 6 figures yesterday. We wanted to hit all the goals and do all the things yesterday. But imagine realistically, when we plant a seed, we don't immediately see the flower. We don't immediately eat the apple off of the tree. That's the same way our growth works. You have to water it, you have to nurture it, you have to take care of it, and you have to let it grow and become, trusting that that seed that you planted knows exactly how to grow, and it will grow and bloom in its own time. When we embrace the process, the little wins, the little losses, the big wins, the big losses, the setbacks, the failures, all of the everything in between, we realize that we're not failing. We realize that we are becoming, we're growing, we're learning with every step that we take. And with that, I'll pause and leave you with another question. How can we embrace exactly where we are on the journey to where we want to be? How can we accept the timing of our lives right now instead of rushing on to the next big thing? So my next point, I just wanted to remind you that you are already enough. Sometimes we chase after these goals thinking that it's going to make us better or it's going to make us happier. Essentially, it's like we have to strive to become something new in order to see ourselves as worthy. And that's the furthest thing from the truth, because you are enough exactly as you are right now. Which leads to another truth, that real transformation does not start with rejecting yourself. Transformation starts with accepting yourself for who you are, again, right now in this moment, not on January 1st, or the person that you are when you achieve that goal. It's in honoring who you are, the person that has been trying, the person that has been with you, the version of yourself that has been with you through all these tests and trials. It's when you honor that person is when you really start to see the real growth. When you do the things you know you needed to do to ensure that the person inside, the true version of yourself, has what they need to succeed. So I say that again in reference to the new year, new me mindset, that you don't have to try to be anyone else. You can nurture the incredible person that you already are. I had to remind myself at the top of the year to take the pressure off of myself to do all the things. And let me just say, I had to remind myself that more than just on January 1st. I had to remind myself sometimes several times a day, sometimes several times a week. But when you honor where you are and you trust in the process, you can take small, meaningful steps towards growth that will serve you way better than rushing ahead. With that being said, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me how you are embracing exactly where you are right now on your journey. There's always someone cheering for you, whether they say it or not. But if you leave a comment, I will cheer for you as we go forward together. And if you happen to need a little bit of guidance along your way, please check out my 30-day affirmation guide and journal that I just released. It's available on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description box for you. But it's all about helping you reflect, helping you grow, helping you take those steps to better yourself. And there's plenty of affirmations to help you fortify yourself along the way. With that, thank you for checking out this video. I wish you well on your journey. Please stay in touch and be kind in your mind. And remember that you deserve every good thing that you are seeking after.